Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Today was fun, wasn't it? XRP ran up to 47 cents. I tell you what, I know what I hate, and I don't hate that. Now, as exciting as it is just to see XRP start to go, you guys, I'm telling you, yeah, I ain't seen nothing yet. This thing is still sitting on the launch pad. You haven't even seen XRP actually perform, unless you were here, in 2017, when in a matter of weeks it went from 20-something cents to almost $4. So I'm going to share with you opinions from a number of analysts within this video, as well as where one individual thinks Bitcoin may be going this market cycle, which is important to XRP holders because Bitcoin leads the market. The higher Bitcoin goes, the higher the rest of the altcoins will go with it, XRP included. That is my humble opinion. And that's the right way to say the word opinion. I don't know why all the rest of you say it weird. Opinion? No, it's opinion. I don't know why you're putting a weird emphasis on it. I'm just saying, guys. Now, I do want to be clear that I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast here in the space. I make YouTube videos purely as a hobby. It is my most favorite hobby I've ever had. So thank you very much for the support. I very much appreciate it. If you would please delicately tap the like button and also consider subscribing if you've not yet done so, because if you don't subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel, you are dead to me. All right, into the content now. As I record this, XRP is at 43.6 cents. Bitcoin's at $37,210. I got the market cap for the asset class, $1,181 billion. Oh, man. I'm never going to get tired of saying that. Anytime the market cap is at least $1 trillion, it's a good day. Ugh, I can't wait to see how ridiculous this bull run gets. Like, seriously. And don't forget, as proclaimed by my fellow XRP YouTuber, the Blockchain Backer, alt season started yesterday. Literally yesterday. Bitcoin dominance down to 58.66%. And that's because alts are running. It doesn't mean necessarily that the Bitcoin's in some horrendous situation. Just for those of you that weren't here back in 2017 and early 2018, there was a point where Bitcoin dominance got down to about 35%. But that's just because the alts were running like crazy. Take a look at this 24-hour chart of XRP. Oh, how glorious. 24-hour low, 37.8 cents. 24-hour high, just a hair over 47 cents. And as I record this again, 43.6 cents, so I don't know if it's going to consolidate sideways for some amount of time. I don't have clarity. I'm not sure that many of the analysts right now know it's going to, or at least have strong feelings about what's going to happen over the next day or two specifically. But it wasn't terribly surprising to see what we've seen today. Actually, you know what was surprising? Dogecoin. If I could just mention this, I'll be brief here because I don't want to talk about Dogecoin a bunch. And I know some of you own Dogecoin. That's fine. I'm going to make fun of it, not you, but it, because it is a joke. It was designed to be a joke. Nothing against it, and on some sort of level other than that, it's just like it's a joke coin by design. But anyway, here's a tweet from Elon Musk. This is his official account. He put this out to 45.4 million people. It's a silly little graphic. It's a little scene from The Lion King, Disney's The Lion King. You can see this little monkey character. I can't remember his name. It's got Elon Musk's head holding up Simba, except for Simba is actually Dogecoin. And that got 2 to 3 chuckles out of me. So I think it's actually kind of funny. And he put this out today at 1:57 a.m. And then he tweeted this out a short bit later. Dogecoin is the people's crypto. And then what happened? Not surprisingly, Dogecoin pumped. As I record, Dogecoin is at 4.4 cents. 24-hour high was 5.7 cents. So Elon Musk is single-handedly convincing people to throw money into Dogecoin. And I just wish he'd articulate why he is so thrilled about Dogecoin, because it doesn't do anything. I have nothing against it. It just doesn't do anything like most crypto. I don't know why he's settled in on it. But there we are. How about this headline from crypto media outlet You Today? XRP jumps 10% in minutes as Bitcoin stumbles. Actually, the headline, frankly, says enough. It ended up jumping higher than that. When they put this article out, it was at 42.9 cents. That was the daily high at the time. And as I told you, it got up to over 47 cents. But I still like the headline. And here's a tweet from Leonidas, who runs xrparcade.com. He wrote the following. XRP will feel like the one that got away for people that got rid of their bags. This causes severe FOMO when there is upward price movement. It has happened to me once or twice. And look, I'm never going to blame anybody that chose to sell their XRP for any reason, especially not if it was after the SEC decided to go after Ripple. I got it. It adds a lot of uncertainty. I acknowledge it does make holding XRP more risky, though it does not change my personal conviction. I'm continuing to hold. I've still never sold a single XRP my entire life. And yes, it's been quite a ride as a result. Financially, over the last few years, this thing's been all over the damn place. What a roller coaster ride. But I think this is true. So, like, even though I'll never disparage anybody for selling for any reason, especially not after the scary SEC news, I have a feeling that those people that are out, I suspect they're strongly going to regret it. Once you see XRP run, which I believe will happen this market cycle, there's never guarantee any of this stuff, but it looks to me like alt season has started. And XRP is moving with the market, currently at a suppressed price. But I'm telling you, like my opinion anyway. Why did I say it weird? I mean, sorry. My opinion is that as you get a little spark in XRP, there will be a certain point. I don't know when it'll be, but XRP will start to take off, and people are really going to take note. The green candle, the shiny, it will be seen by all, and then stupid money will fly in, just like it's going to happen with every single coin. And I mentioned in a video yesterday that I purchased in November 2017 17 different cryptocurrencies, and every single one of them, I mean literally every single one of them, went parabolic. Like, you couldn't pick like, if you were trying to pick a losing coin, you either couldn't do it or would have been exceedingly difficult to do so. Now, of course, ultimately they retraced, but still, so like, humans are behaving like that right now today, years later, even in this market cycle, because there's still not clarity around which coins will be or deserve to be the winners, by and large anyway. And so humans are going to act the same. And you think XRP is not going to be a part of that, my friends? I don't buy that narrative. I think XRP will hit its all-time high and enter a new realm of price discovery. And if I'm wrong, fine. Maybe I lose everything, but I just don't believe that. So here's a tweet from Credible Crypto, and this is from February 3rd, so just the other day. Longs on XRP on Finex. And I actually covered this in my video yesterday, but he retweeted it. I want to make sure I got the table set here. Longs on XRP on Finex, which I think is Bitfinex, recently spiked by over 100%. Where at? At the candle circled in red at the lows of the drop, right where we are consolidating now. You all panic sold your XRP at the bottom, right into a whale's buy orders, LOL. And this is the chart that he had associated with this here. And it turns out it looks like he was absolutely correct. And then so he retweeted that and wrote today, "You thought you would squeeze the whale? Now the whale will squeeze you, XRP." And so there's the chart again. And it's indeed started taking off. And it went even higher after he posted this. At this point, it got up to like, what would that be? 43.7 cents, it looks like, somewhere there about. Yeah. So how about that? And so I mentioned this yesterday, and he acknowledged, yeah, it could go lower, like maybe 30.5 cents. Like, look at this tweet. He wrote, a big buyer stepped in at 30 cents and absorbed all the selling. It seems someone with very deep pockets also believes the bottom is in, or we are very close to it. And that was, he put that tweet out just very shortly before we started seeing the parabolic action. So that was February 3rd at 1:45 a.m., right? And so he was right, you know, and he had acknowledged, I saw other tweets from him too. He's like, look, it could get down to 30.5 cents, but he had an idea that, you know, even if you start to see a dip, somebody's going to, the people will just front run it, and then you'll still see the damn thing just take off anyway. And I mentioned this yesterday, and didn't go down much at all, and it actually took off. So how about that? Chart, I appreciate chart analysts. Then there is this from DIY Investing. I am so bullish on XRP. The support and resistance flip of the century just took place while traders called for new lows. And he wrote, y'all ignoring these clowns yet? And so I want to make a point on this, and he's absolutely correct. You know, there are all sorts of analysts that I follow, and the ones that are Bitcoin maxis, it's like they're pretty, like the ones that have massive followings, usually it's for a reason, right? And so they're pretty good at calling every coin that isn't XRP. And they just couldn't be more wrong time and time again. All their calls and what they say about directionally where XRP is going, it's always wrong. Just that one coin, though. Might there be a little bit of bias in play? And so all the people said it was going to zero. All I can say is, suck it. All right, next tweet from DIY Investing. I'm going to have to censor this one a little bit. Remember when XRP completed the most obvious breakout and retest of previous support? And right at the bottom of the correction, right on support, every trader on Twitter came out of the bushes with candlesticks up their rear side screaming, yeah, I knew it was going to zero. Exactly. And so he was right, though. You know, what was resistance is now support, and XRP has taken off. It just, look at the technicals. Yeah, anyway, there's this tweet from Blockchain Backer. Opportunity hides in plain sight as focus is on Ethereum and Bitcoin finding XRP price chart support. And so it's more of this idea, and I watched his video also earlier today. And look, I own Ethereum. I'm not that excited about it, frankly, but I do own it. And I don't talk about it much on the channel because it's kind of boring to me, frankly. But it is true that, as you know, Bitcoin leads the market, and then once Ethereum moves, though, the number 2 coin in terms of market cap, you can certainly expect money to start flowing into other altcoins, especially, you know, likely starting with other large cap coins. And we even saw some of that with XRP. So, you know, as far as when XRP's biggest move is going to come, I won't be surprised if it's much later in the year. You know, XRP was among the very last cryptocurrencies to pop during the last market cycle. I personally don't think it's going to be any different than that. Here is a tweet from Leb Crypto, and this was actually, he kind of called it. So this was this is before it took off. So it was today, but it was 12:27 a.m. This is before we saw the fireworks today. And you did actually a little bit before that. There was this false breakout. If you're looking on your screen here, you can see what he highlighted right here, where XRP did get up to 42 cents, but it quickly shot back down, and so he noted it was a false break. Here's what he wrote. Update, XRP pumped hard as expected, yet turned out to be a fake out. That's why I always comment to wait for the next hourly candle for confirmation. However, XRP is still in a bullish consolidation, a reaccumulation, within an ascending triangle forming consistent higher lows soon. And so he was right, because look, when it comes to being a chart analyst, it's not like it's some sort of actual sorcery. I joke about it being sorcery, but it's just about probability of outcomes, right? And so you can see, like, even though I'm not a chart analyst, I'm familiar with these patterns that they're talking about. You can see it starts to get squeezed right here in this triangle formation, and then it's going to break up or down, typically, right? And in this case, he said it was a bullish pattern and that it was likely to go up very soon. And he was right, and it did. It went to the upside. This isn't sorcery, it's just probability of outcomes. Good to see here. And then there was this. I'll be brief with this. This headline is from News BTC. Here's how high Bitcoin could go if 2017 repeats. And I'll just cut to the chase here. There's this analyst that thinks that Bitcoin, this market cycle, is going to hit $390,000. And, you know, most of the, well, I shouldn't say most, but there are so many analysts that I've been following lately that had much lower, higher price targets for Bitcoin, even just like 3-4 months ago. You know, they're thinking, a lot of them would say somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 if it was really a stretch goal, like 150, 200,000. And they've all, like, not literally all, but so many of them have revamped that based on how quickly Bitcoin has moved up, which is thanks to massive institutional money pouring in. And now you see that, like, it's not uncommon to see these types of predictions. And I don't know if it's going to happen, but I got to admit, like, even to me, it doesn't seem wacky. I just, did we really think that inside of this short of a time period, this early phase of the market cycle, that Bitcoin would have ran up to over $40,000? I don't know. I mean, it's not surprising that things happen quickly. It's just interesting that it went to that degree this early in the market cycle. And so if it did that already, that's why it's got all sorts of analysts saying, okay, maybe we need to reevaluate this. And you're seeing big names out there, including like Willy Woo. I can't remember what he said. Maybe it was like 400,000 or something like that. So basically in the ballpark of what this individual here, individual named Yassine Almendrij, nailed it. That's how you say that last name. And if not, then that is now how you say it. It's just, you know what? I'll tell you what really grinds my gears is people who have names that I don't know how to say. Would you just knock it off and have a name that I know how to say? I want to be able to pronounce it. It's like, if you could do that for me, I would greatly appreciate it. So I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great again. It's good to see this stuff, and it's just the beginning, though. Like, as cool as it was to see XRP move up after so many haters said it was dead, this thing, again, it's still just sitting on the launch pad as far as I'm concerned. It's going to melt faces. There's going to be melted face goo all over the pavement, and I don't know who's going to clean it, but it ain't going to be me, because face goo is freaking gross. But this is going to melt so many faces when ultimately it takes up, even if it's towards the tail end of the market cycle, even if it's after Bitcoin hits whatever its cycle peak will be, which is kind of how things lined up last time, just more or less. Even if that's what happens, okay, fine. I don't care. I'm just going to hold, and I fully expect it's going to happen. And people, all sorts of haters out there are going to be crying and shocked and this and that. And I'll just have a "see, I told you so" tweet out there because I firmly believe this is going to happen. You'll see, you will, not financial advice, but I believe that you'll see XRP hit its all-time high and then enter a new realm of price discovery. And we'll see what the top is. All sorts of analysts are saying, like even Blockchain Backer, like he's talking like $10 to $13. That's probably the lowest prediction I'm seeing from somebody in the XRP community, which is perfectly fine. It's not a critique. This is an observation because what the hell do I know? I'm not a chart analyst. But it's just funny to think like even that it would be just massive gains, even if you're talking only $10. And then there are others that are talking about, $20 to $30, like, DIY investing. That's what he's expecting here. So it'll be interesting. We'll have to wait a little bit, but in the meantime, maybe we'll get little bursts like this every now and then. But I'm not interested in selling a single XRP until it's at least around its all-time high, if not closer to $5. And even then, I'd only sell a little baby boo bit of it, because most of it, when I start selling it better be worth substantially more than I'm just saying. We'll see how this all goes, though. But I'll wrap up there. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.